with you. Okay, so we know the drama going on between DDG and Halle Bailey. Now, there's just a few other little short news stories I want to share with you. Not a lot, but let's get into this. Okay, so DDG, I have to say, this does look like a nightmare. Everybody really. Well, I'm not. I mean, well, there were people who didn't think this relationship would last. But there was also a lot of people who thought it would and was hopeful for them. Like, oh, they're young, she's in love, they're a young couple, and all this other stuff. He's not a hardcore rapper saying some stuff, and some people had hope for the relationship. They did, but it fizzled out, and it's taken a turn that a lot of people did not expect. Okay, so look, I shared the video clips on my other lives of him crashing out and appearing to be kind of mentally unstable. And Holly said that she has the restraining order. She said that he yanked her by the hair and chipped her tooth by pushing her head against the steering wheel or something in the car, and that she didn't always want to leave her son with him. So they've been having this like battle, this custody battle type of thing. We know that Holly said that she suffered from postpartum depression, which millions of women do after having their child. And it appeared that sometimes DDG was using his son for clout, in my opinion and other people's opinion. So, and again, he doesn't like that people didn't feel like he was a good choice for her because she's this young up and coming star, Ariel, her music career, and all this stuff. So, one thing I can say is when you have a relationship, you can't let people's negative thoughts about it get into your relationship. I'm not saying that's what happened, but so fast forward now, okay, he is basically airing out some text messages that people are saying this is not Holly's text messages, that the way that she was spelling wasn't even correct grammar. It can't be her. I don't know. But he has leaked these text messages basically with her saying that she wanted to take her life and all this stuff. And DDG allegedly had put hands on Ruby Rose before he got involved with Halle Bailey. So the word around town was that he already kind of put hands on women. Also, what else? I was going to say. Okay. My mind is racing real quick. I can't remember right now, but okay. So I'm going to show you what he is claiming Halle Bailey said in these text messages, okay? Towards him. Yes, allegedly he creeped on her with other women during the relationship, which is not hard to believe at all. So I guess this is during the time he might have stepped out on her, and I don't know all the drama that they have going on. So let's take a look at what he's claiming she said to him. Okay, when it comes to supposedly being controlling, being mentally unstable, wanting control of custody of the baby, and so forth. Let's see. Okay, before I show the text messages, it says DDG has filed an emergency order to stop Halle Bailey from taking their son to Italy for 2 months. The way they act about having their child is just interesting to me. Like, what's going on? She doesn't want him to have the baby. He doesn't want her to have the baby. I don't know if this is just him being petty to try to get back at her for all this stuff. So, okay, it says that he doesn't want her to take their son to Italy for 2 months, alleging she is emotionally unstable, threatened to take her life, hit him, tracked him with air tags, withheld their son to control him, and once drove while contemplating taking her life with the baby in the car. He's requesting full custody. When a man tries to take the baby from you that you carried in your womb for 9 months, risked your life for, breastfed, and they try to take that baby from you that you did all of that for, you're the mother, they're playing real dirty. So he says that he's requesting full custody, a ban on international travel to protect their child. Now he's trying to make it sound like she's a complete nut job. Third-party custody exchanges and court-monitored communication. He submitted text messages, injury photos, and witness statements as evidence. Oh yeah, he's trying. He coming for her. He is trying to get her back, in my opinion, and he is now painting a picture that she is a horrible mother and that she is mentally unstable. First of all, okay, plenty of women, because she did suffer and might still be suffering from postpartum depression, which is serious. And yes, there have been mothers who have ended their lives and children's lives who have this postpartum depression. But usually when you see her, she wants to hold the baby. She says she has separation anxiety from not having her child, and the baby is always reaching for her. I don't know. I'm not there, but something is telling me he's upset about being humiliated with her posting pictures of her tooth, her tooth being chipped, the things she said that he did to her. And now I feel like he's coming for her, and he wants to paint her as, oh, look at her. She's not who you think she is. She's a nut job and stuff. She beat me. All this other stuff. So yeah, he's trying to ruin her. He's trying to get her back, in my opinion. Okay, let's see. Let's see what he says. This is what she said to him. I don't know what was going on, but okay, this is proof. You leave me hanging as a mother. This is what Halle is saying. You leave me hanging as a mother. You don't step up when I need you to. I'm begging you. I just found hold on, let me make this bigger. I just found out you slept with Lala in Mexico. You slept with Lala in Mexico. Now, she's not spelling correctly, so people said this can't be her spelling like this. I'm going to take my life tonight. My son will not be around for it. I hate you forever. You can have him and let her be his mother. Now, look. Can I be honest here? Sometimes women, we can say things like that when we're very in love and we're obsessed with our man and we're sad and angry and we don't want to be on the earth no more because our man has left us or is with another woman. Sometimes you might feel like I want to be off the earth. I hate you. It's not abnormal for a woman to say this to the man that she's in love with, the father of her child that she thinks is going to leave her or is doing her wrong. So it starts off, you leave me hanging as a mother. I need you to step up. I'm begging you to step up as a father. I found out you slept with that woman in Mexico. I'm going to take my life. Even if she says something like that, a lot of women say stuff like this. To be honest with you, when you are very sad and depressed over your man, my son will not be around for it. I hate you forever. You can have him and let her be his mother. Hold on. Dark Academia says, no, it's not. Look, I can see it happening if you're deeply in love with the man and you don't want him to leave you or he's doing you wrong. You just feel like ending it. It don't mean you're really going to do it. But women, some women can get very emotional when it comes to their man and their family and stuff. Okay. I want to die. I never want to be here again. I hate all of this. I hate this as F or something. I hate this life. Please stop taking it to the extreme, is what he said to her. Because she says she don't want to be on the earth no more. Okay? She then said, I hate you. You are the most horrible person I've ever met. I wish I didn't have to fight with you, but you continue to let me down every time. And what is this? And something about exchanging my son in a money deal for views. He did something, you did something to my son to get a money deal and to get views, aka using that baby for clout. And openly flirt. And you help every other woman in the world but me. Okay, you're flirting with the other women, but you're not helping me. You hate me, and I want to end my life. I want to die. I want to die because of you. I will die because of you. Lord. Well, is it true she said this? Possibly. And it might be made up. He knows that she was in love with him, and he's trying to play dirty to get that damn baby and make her pay. I can't stand when men do stuff like that. And how dare you expose my text messages? Okay. Please take Halo. Please take the child. Okay. He said, I genuinely cared for you. I'm scared for you. Hold on. I'm genuinely scared of you, man. I feel like you're going to take my life in my sleep one day. Oh, God. I'm not allowing you in my house around guns. Please just go home and I'll pick up the baby Halo from there. So then she said, me and Halo are in the cold and you won't let us in your house. Are you serious? Okay. And the last thing he showed as his so-called evidence against her is this cut on his thumb. How do we know he didn't just make this up? He just posted this picture. What did she do? Now look, I can be real. Look, some women can be mentally unstable. Some women can be crazy. Just like he put hands on her. He never denied that he didn't yank her by her hair and that he didn't chip her tooth by slamming her head. So his friend, I showed that video where his friend had said that she puts hands on him and that she hits him. I'm not in that house. I can't say, but I highly doubt she's beating the brakes off of him. And maybe he put hands on her first. I'm not saying that violence is the answer, but I know things. Baby, just trust me. What I see, I'm going to take a deep breath. Okay. What I see, Halle is a young girl. She's a young girl. Beyonce signed her. She had her movie deal. She was excited about her future. I don't know how she met this man because, he's doing YouTube videos. She fell for him. He laid the charm on her. He might have been her first. I can totally feel that he might have been her first, possibly. And she saw people talking about him. Don't be with him. He ain't good enough for you. He doesn't have a career. And she was whipped. And she said, I'm going to prove we're different. People are naysayers. They're hating on me. When the people said he put hands on Ruby Rose, oh, you're just jealous, or people are trying to ruin my relationship. We love each other. He wants me to have his child. I can picture him. He probably said, have my baby. And maybe she wanted a baby because I did see a video clip where her and her sister said they wanted to be mothers. I don't think that baby was planned at all because most Black women's children are never planned. I hate to say it. She was having SCX, slipped up. I don't know if they used protection or she was on birth control, whatever. Found out she was pregnant. She comes from probably a religious background a little bit and didn't want to abort the baby or whatever. Even though he claimed that she threatened to abort the baby if he tried to leave her or something like that, that whatever happened, they worked it out. And she thought, I'm going to beat the odds. My career doesn't have to be destroyed. I'm going to have this baby. Even though people said it's going to be doom and gloom. He didn't wife you up. He didn't propose marriage. Most of this typically doesn't end well. She probably thought, y'all are hating. I'm going to prove that we have Black love, young Black love, and we're going to do this. And he was hearing people insulting him about his career and to leave this man, and it probably got to him mentally, and he might have been a little bit jealous of her, just a tad bit. And then he started getting aggressive, showing his true colors, the violent, emotional side. And her dream was ruined. Her dream was ruined. She was upset. She said in the text, "You don't even help me, but you flirt with other women." Totally believable. Possibly might have slapped him once because she's frustrated because she realized the great mistake that she made. And she's in love and she's going through heartbreak. And she doesn't want to live if her man leaves her or this doesn't work out. She's embarrassed. She feels like everything has fallen apart. And she realized that, you know what, my safety and my son's safety is important, and I don't feel safe. And she gets the restraining order. He's publicly humiliated. He feels like his brand and his image is being destroyed. He already was sensitive about it. Plus, being a young black man, he thinks that, oh, she's out to get me. The black men who aren't him are eating this story up. And Halle Bailey, who they once loved, they have turned on. And they think, oh my God, here comes another black woman trying to destroy a black man and ruin her family. You know they love that narrative all the time. Okay, is it possible they're both in a toxic relationship and have been toxic towards each other, or both of them? Possibly. But I think she's the one that wanted it to work out, and she was in love with him, and she ended up disappointed because it turned out that people were right and that her dream is over. And she's humiliated, but she's trying to be strong and just raise her son. And I mean, look, I'm all for relationships working out. I'm not against counseling. I'm not against people apologizing and trying to raise their family together to make it work out and it not be another disaster. But I really do feel he's being petty right now. He's exposing her being emotional, if these texts are real, because she doesn't want to lose her man. She brung up that woman in Mexico because she's upset and hurt that you effed another woman, and I have your baby. You're not helping me with the baby, but I'm still in love with you. Please don't leave me. My life will be over. Things like that happen when you are actually in love and you don't want the father of your child to leave you, or you want him to be better. You know, I don't think relationships, especially I've had your baby, this is not a game. You know, there are some people who just can throw their relationships away like it's nothing. I can't do that. That's my man. That's the father of my child. I'm not just going to throw my love away. I'm not just going to throw my man away. I know, y'all, I don't care if I sound like a pick-me. I just can't. I'm not just going to throw my family away like this. And I'm not saying that's what she's doing. I think she tried, but he's being petty. He is being petty. And if he was putting hands on her, I feel like she did do the right thing by protecting herself. But now he's posting these posts because he wants to make her look like an unstable nut job. And it's bad enough she admitted she had postpartum, so he could probably use that against her and say she said she had postpartum depression. I'm scared. I don't trust her. Now he's trying to paint a picture that she's a danger to the baby. Okay, when he was the one who didn't want to always share custody. And I still feel that man is using that baby for clout from what I've seen. He didn't even want to give the baby to her when the baby kept reaching for her. So these are two people, young love. He's immature. And it's just becoming a disaster. You know, I feel like some people might say just get rid of him. She could, but I'm tired of seeing black couples with children they act like children. If you really love each other and are in love, then you can work it out. But I think she might have been more in love with him than he is with her. That might be the issue. What's going on? It's possible he was attracted because she is beautiful, but he could have been attracted to the fact that she is a young Hollywood star. She's on Beyonce's side, but Beyonce, that could have attracted him to her, even though, he creeps with these other women, influencer type of women and stuff. So, and it was a disaster because he's only in his early 20s. And a lot of these guys, black guys who are in their 20s, early 20s, they typically don't want to settle down and get married. So that's why people knew that this would probably end up a disaster, because y'all are like only 21, 22, 23, whatever, when this happened. This don't typically, especially for young black people, end up in no traditional loving power couple marriage at that age. It could happen, but black men, especially at that age, do not have a reputation for that. And she wanted to prove and show that it was different. But I mean, the fact that y'all had the baby and didn't get married was we already know how that goes typically. We know how that goes a lot of times. So, okay, y'all are saying she is 25. Okay, and he's 27. Okay. Hello, Jamar. Jamar says, I think he's using Holly to stay relevant. I used to watch him. He is a manipulator. Okay. Theward Smith says he is childish and is a YouTube child star, so he never grew up. It's sad to see though, because it's good when you can beat the odds. And, I don't wish bad on couples and stuff. Like if I had a baby and I didn't get married and he's my baby daddy, I don't want my man, I don't want my life ruined. I don't want my family ruined. I don't want him to leave me. I don't want to leave him. Okay, we fight sometimes, but like, it can't go down like this. Like, absolutely not. I might be a little suicide, want to take my life if it ends up in disaster. I'm not going to, but I would be so sad about it. Like, I can't believe this happened. My baby, oh my God, my baby not gonna have a daddy. Everything is destroyed. It just, some women don't care. I do. I would care about my vision and dream. My man is over. The father of my child. That would send me into depression. Seriously. I don't take it lightly having a man's baby. That's real serious to me. So it's an honor, and it's my baby. Like, I cannot. Okay, so I showed you the text. Leave a heart if you think that's not Halle Bailey's text. Leave a heart if you think he's lying and that he is making it up. Leave a heart if you think he is trying to frame her. Leave a heart if you think this man is trying to frame Halle Bailey and that this is not her text messages, and she did not cut his thumb up like that. So, I mean, it's crazy because he was praising her and, oh, she's the Disney princess. She's so cute. She's so sweet. And now it's like he's making her into a psycho. Okay, I got a heart. I think, unfortunately, this is the truth. Another heart. I don't know. I'm suspicious. So we shall see what happens. Journey says, can't she sue him if the texts are not hers? Yes, she could. Okay. Well, I show the text messages. Anyone in here that missed it, you can just go scroll back a little bit. Okay. I'll show it again real quick, but I'm gonna go through it really quickly. Okay, she said, I'm begging you. I just found out you're sleeping with a woman, Lala, in Mexico. I'm going to take my life tonight. My son will not be around for it. I hate you forever. You can have him and let that woman be his new mother. I want to die. I never want to be here again. I hate this. I hate this life. I hate you. You are the most horrible person I ever met. I wish I didn't have to fight with you, but you continue to let me down every time. and then you're exchanging my son in a money deal for views, and openly flirt with other women in the world, but me. You hate me and I want to die. Please take Halo. And he basically said that, I'm afraid to sleep. You might try to take me out. I don't trust you, type of thing. She says, me and Halo are in the cold and you won't let us in the house. Are you serious? And then he posted this, a cut on his thumb. I guess basically implying that she's the one who did this to him. We don't know the truth, but we shall see. But I do think he's trying to make Halle look really bad and like a nutcase. Now let's go to the next topic. Okay, speaking of domestic violence, this is the French president. Well, it was caught on camera. His wife slapping him upside the head. Well, she didn't necessarily slap him, but she did mush him. She mushed his face, and this was not supposed to be seen in front of the whole world, caught on camera. People criticized their relationship because apparently she was his school teacher when he was a teenager. I have no idea how this relationship happened. She's older than him, and there's nothing wrong with marrying an older woman, but he's the president, and, well, caught on camera. Emmanuel Macron pushed in the face by French First Lady. People are mad at her. I'm not for DV, but when a woman does this to her man, typically, like, people are saying she's so bad. How do you know she's not responding to him doing something to her? How do you know he ain't cheating on her? She wanted to slap his ass upside the head for it. I'm just saying. I don't know, though. I mean, she didn't beat him. It's not that, she just mushed his face. But it does look bad. People don't want, I would be embarrassed. Seriously. I'm the president. You putting hands on me like this in front of the whole public? They are a married couple, and couples can have problems. I don't know if she's drunk. I don't know if she has substance abuse issues and did this. I don't know if she goes upside his head a lot. I don't know if he goes upside her head. I don't know if he cheating and she's mad as hell. Nobody knows what's going down as to why she did it. But they don't like her already because she's older than him, and they're shaming her for being older. Some people said, oh, I don't like how she looks. I think she looks like a man. I don't see that. I don't know. She's okay. But they're really angry at her for mushing his face like that. I would love to know what was going on. So, damn. And look, it's like that look he's giving is like, oh my God. Oh my Lord, the people, this is on camera in front of the whole world. Then he made a smile because he had to, like, oh, let me get it together. The world is watching. I'm the president. Oh, this is nothing. Everything is fine. Lord. But I hope whatever's going on, they have made up, and she doesn't do that. And whatever is going on, he doesn't do whatever he's doing, and vice versa. But yeah, it goes to show that, yes, even presidents and their wives have issues as well. Let's go to the next topic, Lord.
I met Kim at Ray J's house, and I think her and Ray J were like, nah, literally.
It's crazy.
I think her and Ray were like kind of like dissolving. And I asked Ray, I was like, yo, who is that? Me, I'm from Compton. I've never seen an Armenian in my life before this point. Never. Right. And definitely not an Armenian with. And so I was like, damn, she fine. Right. And so I asked Ray, I'm like, what's up with her? He was like, oh, that's my girl. He's like, you like her? Like, I don't know, get her number. This is what Ray said. And I got her number. She gave me her number. We start chilling. Not on no instant, type. Kim ain't easy. You know what I'm saying?
Was it like a real relationship or just kind of
it was a real relationship. It wasn't that long, but it was, it was like, I don't know, probably about 8 months. I met Kim at Ray J's house.
You know what I'm trying to understand? Why are women, beautiful, well known women, linked to this man? This man, first of all, look at how this man looks. This man, no, no, no. He has face tattoos. Now, when he was skinnier, he was all right, but he still wasn't all that. He wasn't but oogly anything, but I'm just trying to understand what is the appeal. He doesn't even, what music does he even make anymore? He came out, everybody was excited. He had 2 hits or 3, okay? And then he had that beef with 50 Cent. There were rumors him and 50 Cent were sleeping together. I'm not saying it's true, okay? It's alleged. And his career got destroyed by 50 Cent, and he was off. You didn't even hear anything about him anymore. I don't even hear any music from this man. Okay? So I'm trying to understand how and why are women, because I've heard a few names. Like, what is the appeal? What is the appeal? Oh, thank you for the donation. Gabby Tomed Heckler. I don't know who that is, but I will look. Hold on for a second. The name sounds familiar. Who is Gabby Thomas? Is that track Olympian woman? Black men heckled her and harassed her. Gabby Thomas, I do remember seeing an Olympian. It was some white men at the airport, she said, were stalking her. I saw white men stalking her and following her at the airport like a month or 2 ago. Let me see real quick. I'm putting it in my phone. But yeah, I don't understand why women are attracted to this man. I just don't understand it. I'm not attracted to men who talk about thug life at all. Thug life, and he's not my type. I just don't get what's appealing about him, why these women flock to this man. Okay, yeah, Gabby Thomas. I remember her, watching her. She has this cute, attractive white husband, and well, they're engaged. I don't think they're even officially married yet. They've been dating for a while. The only thing I ever saw was that she was at an airport, and it was like 4 white men who she says was following her or stalking her or something, taking her pictures, following her around. Is this new? Let me see. Is this anything new? Because I haven't seen. Oh. Okay, I'll wait to talk about this. It says banned for heckling Olympic star. FanDuel. I mean, I could see black men being mad though. She's beautiful. She's successful in medical school or something. She's an Olympic gold medalist, and white men love her. White people love her. All people love her. So she's like the all-American girl, and everyone's saying how much of a catch she is, and the fact that this cute, successful white man is marrying her, I'm pretty sure that triggers the hell out of them. So it's weird though, because you have the few black men who are successful half of them don't even marry black women. So why are they bothering her? So I'll look into the story and talk about it soon. Okay. So, yeah, I don't get the game, child. I mean, his son is beautiful that he had. Like Shanice, Evelyn Lozada's daughter. I'm like, girl, you're beautiful, and why? Like, you mean to tell me out of all the options you had to go to the game? Like, Like, he pulls beautiful women, but he tends to pull women who always want to get married, and he won't marry them. Like, he's a black man that just impregnate you. He doesn't marry. So what's the appeal? Okay, he doesn't have any music anyone hears about anymore. He has face tattoos. He's let himself go, and he never marries any of the women that he's with. So I'm like, you mean, I just like, girl, how did this happen? I don't understand how this happened. And she had the baby by him. I don't believe you couldn't have got someone else. Like, I'm trying to understand. And then allegedly he was messing with her mother. I'm not sure if that's true.
So I do want to give you a chance to respond to this part because I thought it was wild. She made mention that you and your daughter have both slept with the game. You might know him as Jay, but is that true?
That is absolutely not true. And I think it's disgusting. I
Yeah.
think it's really, at the end of the day, that's my grandson's father. Like, we have a cool little private family unit. And for anyone to say something like that just to try to deflect what's really happening
Mm-hmm.
it's nasty work, but it's okay. I mean, people are going to say what they're going to say, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But just to be clear, that is not true. So we can put that out there. And I know
Please,
they
Lord.
mentioned we putting it out there. The roomies are tapped in.
Yeah, they watch.
They watch it. And roomies dropping questions for the queen in the comments too. But
Listen,
Evelyn,
I tell you this, I'm not innocent, but I'm not that. Like, that's
Okay, I don't know. You never know. She says it's not true. Someone said in the chat, let's see, Key Love, the game got game. Sky Love says the game is cute, but he's not nothing to go crazy over. He's not oogly to me. Like, if he shaved his beard, if he keeps his beard, get it low cut. I don't like long beards. If he took that nose ring out, got a fade shaped up, but once a man puts tattoos on his face, it's like you just completely ruin yourself. I can't be attracted. I'm not attracted to men with face tattoos. It's like my attraction completely goes away. You have completely ruined your face. That's how I feel about that. I don't like it at all. Oh my goodness. Okay. You said if he fixed his skin, get his skin cleared out and lose some weight, yeah, he can gain weight. And yeah, he does have game. But I would look at his track record. He had that beautiful woman on that show, educated, beautiful woman, had his babies. And I didn't even understand what she was doing with him. He acted like a child. I'm like, what? Why are y'all doing this? What? And she wanted to get married. I think they were engaged, and he just strung her along and dogged her out and didn't marry her, and she had them kids for him. Typical. So I'm thinking, what is Evelyn Lozada's daughter? What are you attracted to? I don't get it. I know she had options, so. And he ain't gonna wife her up either. He's not. This was just some effing they was doing, and she got pregnant. And she decided to keep the baby. So. Monday Night says you can't take a man like that anywhere classy or like business. Like, no, you can't. You can't show up to a classy event with a man with face tattoos. That's embarrassing. You can't be my man. I'm sorry. You can't. You can't go. You cannot come out with me like this. I can't. I don't even want to go out with you and you sag in your pants. I'm humiliated in public. I'm not that type of woman. You cannot humiliate me like this. And the thing is, I'm not going to try to change a man. It just doesn't work that much. And the way a woman talk, they might get offended, they get upset, and then they'll start, well, who are you to talk about me? You this and you that. I'm not going through it. I'm not even dealing with it. You go ahead, keep sagging your pants, get your tattoos on your face, and I'm going to keep it moving. I'm not even going to bother you about it. We're just not compatible. I'm not doing it. Absolutely not. I blame Lil Wayne for this with these face tattoos. He started it, and then everybody and their mama is doing it now. across all races. It's because of Lil Wayne. I'm telling you, it's Lil Wayne. They copied him, and then it went global. Just like raggedy, unkept dreadlocks or locks in the hair, Lil Wayne started in America. And now everybody wants locks in their hair all raggedy and unkept looking. I can't stand it. Bring back the fade, please, the Caesar. Seriously. And they just did a study that said over 60% of women prefer a fade, low-cut Caesar. And men were all in the comments. This is on Instagram saying, it can't now. No, baby, a lot of us do. Okay, let's go to the next topic. Let's see.
Hey Riders, this is Kat the Great, and a lot of women come on here, or just, they don't come on here, but they be like, I wish men were more honest. I just want a man that will tell me the truth. And it's like, bitch, you can't handle the truth. Because when this nigga tells you that he wants to fuck more than you, he wants to have other bitches, he wants to fuck other bitches because he gets tired of your pussy from time to time, that doesn't mean he doesn't love you. Your motherfucking ass is not going to want to fuck with that nigga. If he told you that shit off rip, you would not fuck with him. So bitches be sitting up here talking about, I just want a man that's going to tell me the truth. No, the fuck you not. You rather sit there for 3 years, get cheated on, be crying, talking about I did not see this coming, and repeat the cycle over and over and over. So as women, we have to start being honest with ourselves. Fuck a man telling you the truth. You need to be honest with yourself. You need to tell yourself the truth. Why do I keep going for these niggas that I know are going to cheat on me eventually? But if a motherfucker was to tell me the truth, I wouldn't.
Sorry for the language. What I have to say to her, first of all, when she said, why, ask yourself, why do you keep going to men like this? First of all men, a lot of men cheat. You can't pick a man who ain't gonna cheat. That doesn't exist, okay? No matter who you pick, he can cheat, and a lot of them do cheat. There is no vetting a cheater at large unless he's very open. You can tell some things, but even the quiet ones cheat. If he's a man, he has an 80% chance of cheating on you. Maybe even 90%. A good portion of them. And here's the thing. Why is it that it's okay for him to get new coochie? But if I say, well, I'm looking at other men that I think look good and I would want some eggplant, can I get some eggplant from them? Because just like you, I don't want to F you every day. Oh, I can't say that to a man. Men don't accept hearing a woman say, I'm tired of just sleeping with you. There's a man around the neighborhood or somewhere I saw at the store and he fine and I want some eggplant from him. I want to try that out. You really think that a man is going to accept that? But yet it's okay to say, he's tired of effing you. He needs some new coochie. Ain't nothing like new coochie. Now, I'm not trying to hear that crap. My thing is that I know that a good portion of men cheat. What you need to do, okay, if you're going to creep out on me, use a condom. And I better not ever see her on the phone. She better not call you. You better not ever disrespect me. Bitch better never come to my house. She better not call my house, especially after a certain time. Don't call my house, period. If you gonna creep on me, you better be real smart and sneaky with it. Okay? I don't need to hear about her or whatever. You start doing it in front of my face. Now you're disrespecting me, really. It's different if I don't have to be bothered with the woman. I don't know about her. Do I want him to do it? No. But if you are, please use a condom and don't come back. You know what I'm saying? So, she's saying that we're unrealistic with this. I mean, okay, of course we know that men desire punani. I know that, but he has a choice to either commit to me or don't. I might desire other men. I might look at other men. I might think some things. I get tired of hearing people trying to make it sound like it's okay for a man to desire and want some other women's punani. And he thinks it's okay. I'm a man. I have desires too. If you won't accept me getting some extra stuff on the side, then I don't have to accept you doing it. Because you're not going to come. I'm not going to be sitting at home and every week or two or every month you going out and you effing her and her and her. And I have to sit here and just take it. I don't think so. Especially if there were other men that I thought was cute and I was interested in. But I decided to be faithful to you. And you expect me to. And just sit there while you hurt me, humiliate me in front of my face. And all this other stuff. And you going all around town. Like I said, if you going to do it, you just better be very quiet about it. And I just need to be living my life and being happy, and I couldn't even suspect it, type of thing. And I know that some women don't want to hear that, but I mean, what can you do? You can't follow this man every damn time he goes out. You don't know what he doing. And it needs to remain, I'm living my life, I'm happy. And your ass better use a condom. That's all I can tell you. If you decide to go out, step out. Okay? You have some women who feel like, oh, okay, you creeping? And now I know that gives me full rights to do it myself too. Because you ain't the only one. But men don't want to hear nothing like that. No. So... Relly says, yeah, if a woman cheats, she's every name in the book. But if a man wants a pass, you have to forgive him. I ain't playing those games. The most I'll tell my man is, okay, whatever you do, I'm not around you. You just use a condom. And I better not ever know of this bitch in my life. That's all I can say. Shoot, because you damn sure not going to do this in front of my face. Because it's going to be some shit in that house. I'm just saying. Hell no. And like I said, if I find out you now went down on another woman, now we really going to have some shit. Because that pisses me off knowing more than the effing. I already said that. It really does. That's hurtful to me. That's betrayal. You've betrayed me. You've truly betrayed me. You really have. Same way if a man find out you now went down on another man, he might want to snap your neck. Seriously. That's some personal, special stuff for your partner. You just can't be going out there doing that to another woman and you coming home and you kissing me. I'ma smack the shit out of somebody. But let me calm down. Now you really disrespecting me. You don't ever. And I would tell my man straight to his face, whatever you do, if I find out you now went down on another woman, it's over. I'm not playing that shit. All right, so that's what she said. Okay. What is your opinion? Sorry to talk like that. I'm trying to keep it PG. Yes, we're grown up over here, but I still try to keep it PG. But yeah, that's a betrayal. When your man does that to another woman that he's cheating on you with, that's the ultimate betrayal. Let me just calm down thinking about it. Okay. This woman, what do you think of her outfit? It says a mother receives backlash for her outfit at her son's birthday party. Do you think this is a hoochie mama? Is this a hoochie mama? For a woman to dress like this at her son's birthday party. Leave a heart if this is a hoochie mama. I think so. I do. I would never, no. She has a good body, but no, baby, you can't wear nothing like this at your son's birthday party, especially if there are other children around. She's not showing the back. It looks like the back could be a thong type of thing. Like your hips are out, your thighs are out. This is way too revealing. I get it's a costume suit, but no. No. No, 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 no. No. Dark Academia says, yep, she should have wore a skirt at least at the bottom, something to cover up the bottom. She deserves the backlash. Ladies, do not dress like this. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Monday night, you said my ex gave another woman money. That was the ultimate, but hell yeah. Baby, baby, baby. Don't get me started if you going 50-50 with the man and he's spending the rent money and stuff on another woman. Or money you some women give the men money and then he's going out spending it on another woman. But yeah, I find out you bought this motherfucker clothes and you took her out to dinner to eat and stuff. You know, oh my God. You know, some women are real quiet with it when they find out their man is creeping, like they try to play it off. But if you really love that man and stuff, when he come home, it's going to be some shit. Like, I'm throwing the pillow. I'm going to curse your ass out. I'm tell you, you better end it now. I'm not playing. I will beat you and that bitch ass. Now, I know they say I'm not supposed to fight the woman. It's different if she don't know about me. It's different, but if she know about me, and they say don't fight the woman, don't fight the woman. You gotta just you're supposed to be bigger than that. Nah, I wanna go off on both of them. That's my man. Hell, and you know what men do? You know what some of them do when you go off on them? You slap them upside the damn head and you start screaming and crying and all that. You remember Baby Boy. You remember what he did. They'll like I don't know, when men get angry and stuff, they get, you know what, and then they want to do it to you to calm you down type of thing. Like, no, I'm not playing with you. I don't want my man to see, look, I'm a sweet woman. I'm Venus. But I don't want him to see that other side come out. I don't want him to see it. He gonna see another side he ain't never seen before. I'm not playing with you. And I don't want to be one of those women chasing him around constantly. He keep cheating over and over. And where you at? Where you going? Where you going? It's such and such time. Where was you at? And some other extreme things you can do when you think he creeping. I ain't doing all that. I'm not going through it. Because I'm not going through it. I'm not. You're not going to have me going crazy like that. Okay, so let's go to 2 more stories real quick.
You're considered a vain person, right?
Yeah.
You have a daughter and she's clearly not that attractive.
I don't see how that would happen, but go ahead.
Here we go.
I'm building her self-esteem, but it's not going to be around her looks. Her confidence is going to be high based on her scholastic work, her athleticism, I'm building your confidence based on everything else. I'm not going to sit up here and tell you every day you're gorgeous.
13 comes home from school. Daddy, Billy told me that I was ugly today in PE. Daddy, am I pretty? Daddy, am I not pretty?
Beauty's subjective, which is a fact. Which is a fact.
Daddy, that's not what I asked you.
This is what I'm saying. You have to understand, Billy's allowed to feel that way. Somebody somewhere is going to find you attractive. And that's the truth.
Daddy, do you think I'm beautiful?
I mean...
Are you on Billy's side or my side, Daddy?
Are we talking about traditional standards of beauty? I do think you're a beautiful person. Somebody somewhere is going to like it.
Does somebody go to my school?
I don't know. I don't go to school with them.
Nobody tells me
First of all,
I'm
if she
pretty.
keeps doing that, I'm like, why are you worried about this? Like, I'm going to get annoyed. Like, because then I'm like, you're too worried about what other people think.
She can't talk to you. Because I would show her a bunch of pictures of just like famous odd couples. It's like, look, there's opportunities for everybody. They don't look like they go together, right?
Look what she pulled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're considered a vain person, right?
Yeah.
You have a daughter and she's clearly not that attractive. You're considered a vain person, right?
Yeah.
You know, Lord have mercy. Look, we can be real on this channel. Okay. We can be real. I'm trying to word this a certain way. Oh my God. I feel like even if you don't think your child looks the best, you can destroy your child's complete self-esteem because they love you. You're their first love. And sometimes no one else's opinion matters to them but yours because you're the only person that they think only really loves them and who they actually truly love. And as a man, you know, a lot of girls, they need to hear that they look good from their father. They need to hear it from a man. It's not the same all the time when it's a woman. They have to hear it from the man. Okay? And you have to instill things in your daughter, self-esteem, and tell her that she's pretty and that she's beautiful. You have to uplift her. You have to do that. I had said before, you see so many black men in the media who have these women not black on their arms. Can you imagine what a little black girl growing up thinks seeing this on the TV constantly? Like when I was little, I saw diversity. These Gen Z, Gen Alpha, they literally grew up only seeing famous black men with women who don't look like them. No one has ever thought, what does that do to the psyche of a little black girl who watches TV all the time? On top of that, if her father is not in her life, she's not hearing things. She's seeing them uplift the self-esteem of other little girls who are not black. And that's a problem. Okay, so I feel like the father should tell her that she's pretty. And the mother is the one who's responsible for molding her into her looks. People can say what they want, but you do need to mold your child early into certain things. For example, like I've seen children who didn't look that great completely blossom into very attractive adults. A few reality star children who didn't look all that, but I don't judge children, but they grew into their looks and they look good as adults now. So I'll give you an example. If you have a daughter and she is gaining a lot of weight, don't call her fat. She will remember that how you say things. What you need to do as the parent is put her on a diet. And you have to say it in a way where it doesn't sound bad. Just say, look, we're going to start eating a little bit differently. We're going to have some fun and we're going to try out some different things. Putting her in track or walking with her. Say, let's go out for a walk and we're going to do this every week, to where she thinks that this is just y'all are bonding, but you're not also trying to help her lose weight. If she has messed up teeth, then invest in getting her braces so that she has teeth. Because at the end of the day, when you have a daughter, you know she's going to become a grown woman, and you want her to be attractive to men so that she can get picked. This is not a game. This is real life. You need to do things to help mold her into the beautiful butterfly that she is. Okay, and I believe I'm a girly girl, so if I had a daughter, I want her to be a girly girl like me. We're going to the spa, we're getting our nails done, we're going to have baking time where we make cupcakes and domestic things and you know, all types of stuff like that, because I am training her. Okay? And I've seen this. I remember when I was in school, these girls, they were young white girls, they were in the bathroom arguing about some snack they were eating. And they said, oh my God, do you see how many calories that is? And that surprised me because I never hear anyone talk like that. But apparently they were being raised to watch the calories that they eat. And they were skinny. You know, I have to think about my daughter. I want her to be able to buy clothing that she wants to buy and have it look correctly. I want her to be able to attract certain types of men. So yeah, I have to think about her weight. I have to think about trying to keep her hair healthy. She can do what she wants to it after 18, but all that other stuff like that, I have to, her hygiene, how to speak, girly things. I'm not going to raise her to be a ghetto child. Absolutely not. And that's not something that I hear a lot of black women talk about, grooming and molding their daughters so that they can get picked. People can say it's a pick me thing. I really don't care. We're human beings, and men pick women. And men pick women based on attraction. And women, we do like to pick our man based on attraction too. So, you know, there's a nice way to help your child not have insecurities and to help them be fly. That's the best thing I can say. And I don't like their answers saying, oh, well, I'll tell her beauty is subjective. That's disgusting. You don't think your daughter won't remember you saying that to her? When she becomes an adult and her brain fully works, she'll look back and she knows exactly what that means, and that her father didn't find her attractive. Nobody wants to look back knowing that my own daddy thought I was ugly. No one would get over that, especially if men are not picking you and you think, damn, my own daddy didn't even think I was cute. That will severely mentally give her mental health issues and self-esteem issues. So a man should tell his daughter, look, you chose the mother, so, and maybe she got her looks from you. Because unattractive men want to be picked, and then they get mad when the baby take after them and they're not attractive. And then they get mad at women who say, I want to breed with an attractive man. Make it make sense. So, okay, that's your daughter. You need to tell her that she's beautiful. And I do think it's good if you show her pictures of odd couples too, but also show her other couples and go on walks with her. Invest in your daughter. Okay, I wouldn't get my daughter plastic surgery as a teenager because I've seen things like that. Whatever she wants to do when she becomes an adult, that's, she can, and whatever she can do, whatever. It wouldn't be the first thing, but yeah, investing in her, teaching her how to shave or get a wax, her eyebrows, getting her teeth whitened, getting braces, dressing, knowing how to dress, how to match her clothing, wearing clothing that fits properly, undergarments, all that other stuff. So, if she doesn't want to wear glasses, eventually she can wear contacts if that's what she wants. Again, if her teeth are messed up, you have money, get her braces to fix her teeth while she's young. So by the time she's 18, her teeth are together. I'm just saying. Jamar says, I will lie to her, but I will also help her build her confidence so that her aura will attract a man. Yes. And the mama has to help her as well with her femininity. Because I have seen women who look a mess, and then I see their daughters, and the daughters look a mess just like their mama, because the mama is a mess, and that's why the baby is a mess, because the mama is a mess. The mama don't wear a bra, the daughter don't wear a damn bra. Completely ruined. Completely ruined. The mama's a hoochie mama, the daughter is a damn hoochie mama. Some children don't have a chance with some of the women that they're born to. I hate to say it, but it's true. They take after the mama. Oh, well, my mother didn't wear makeup. So what? Are you her? You're a part of her, but, you're your own person too. And did your mother attract men? I'm sorry. So I love seeing black women groom their daughters in a positive way, having spa days and all that stuff. I don't like it though if she looks too grown too early. Like, first of all, you're not having the 5-inch baby here. Okay. I don't know how I feel about red nail polish, because back in the day that was a big thing, like no red nail polish. I don't even know if I don't even know. My baby, if I had a child, I don't even think she's getting fake nails when she's real little. Absolutely not. Maybe when you're like in maybe 16 years old or 17. But yeah, you're not wearing Daisy Dukes. Absolutely not. So thank you, Jamar. Also, if I had a daughter, I would take her to tea time. You know how they have tea and cookie, even though I don't really like tea that much, but you know, the little tea and cookies and stuff with the sandwiches, and take her to the finest restaurant in town. If I could get her in some etiquette classes, how to eat with the correct fork and stuff, all that stuff. Like, yeah, I'm trying to raise a princess here that can get along with all races of people and can fit in all spaces. Period. Dark Dark Academia says at 13, time for acrylics. No. No, if I was a mother, my 13-year-old is not getting acrylic nails. That's too young. I don't know. Maybe I might change my mind. Right now I'm thinking I don't know about that. If anything, I would try to teach her how to grow her own nails. She would have vitamins and all that stuff and biotin. And if you paint your nails every day with clear nail polish or any nail polish every day, your nails will get very, very long. And I'm not against wearing the tips and stuff, because I get my nails done sometimes. But yeah, my baby would not be looking like a grown woman or a hoochie mama as a teenager. Hell no. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's go to the next topic, the last topic. This is another cautionary tale. Women, please stop dating these men from prison. Okay. Oh, press-ons are cute. Now, okay, she could do the press-ons. Because if I had a daughter, I want her to still have fun. I still want her to be a girly girl and have fun. Okay, so this woman waited 3 years. He served time in prison, in a Cuban prison. Less than 2 weeks of coming out that jail, he came to the U.S. and he stabbed her to death. This woman waited on her man for 3 years, and within 2 weeks, he took her life. I have seen this like 3 or 4 times, and it's just, look, sometimes when these men go into these prisons, they're like a dog. They're like a dog. They get locked up. They don't have access to women. They're around the nastiest, most dirtiest, dangerous men in the world. And it's like being locked up in a pound or like some sort of dog fight thing. So these men become more aggressive, more crazy, quick-tempered. And look, I don't know what was going on, but before he went to jail, they had their love story. And when he came up out of there, he was an animal. So I feel sorry for her. But this is why I don't want to talk to no man that's locked up in jail. This was in Jacksonville, Florida. She was brutally stabbed days after her boyfriend arrived in the U.S. from Cuba. He was 38 years old, Carlos Adana something. He fatally stabbed her. She was 30 years old, Yas Yanelis. This was in their apartment on March 30th. They were in a long-distance relationship for 6 years. He was in a Cuban prison. He had just served 3 years when he was released. She was excited for him to start a new life in the United States. She posted a happy message on social media after picking him up from the airport, saying, "You're the dream I always prayed for. Welcome home." Oh my God. But less than 2 weeks later, everything went wrong. He stabbed her 15 times. And when the officers arrived, they found her body in the apartment. And he also had self-inflicted injuries. He is now charged with second-degree murder and is being held in jail without bond. He was on an immigration visa. Her family is trying to raise money to send her body back to Cuba for burial. A GoFundMe has been started to help with the costs. The tragedy has left both communities shaken in Florida and in Cuba. So she was dating this man for 6 years. I'm in long distance, so she was from Cuba. She came to the U.S. She was still talking to him even though he was locked up in prison. He served 3 years in prison. She said, "You are the dream that I always prayed for." She thought this man was something. Obviously he was telling her sweet things and had her head over heels. And she said, "I prayed for this." The man killed you within 2 damn weeks of coming here. My goodness gracious. More proof that some of these men cannot be reformed, that they are animals, and that they know how to hide how animalistic they are. Because believe me, for her to be that happy and for her to bring him up over here or from Cuba, he was laying it on her something serious, the sweet talk, the love talk. And she thought she probably was going to get married. And I'm like, what happened that he would stab you 15 times and with being here in the U.S. for 2 damn weeks? This is absolutely disgusting. You know what I say? Give him the penalty. You better be happy I'm not president of the United States, because y'all would be getting the penalties left and right. Y'all would be afraid. I would make an example out of y'all. And crime probably would go down because of me. So, absolutely horrible. So everybody, yeah, Jessa, our country is too lenient on crime. The reason why these crazy people keep doing what they're doing is because they know they'll go to jail for a few years, maybe act on good behavior, and then our crazy government will release them back in society while the victim is laying 6 feet under. And if I were president, I would have public you-know-what on the TV, telling what they did, showing the victim's face, give all the gruesome details, and then we would take you out by firing squad or by a public hanging, if I were president, for very, very horrendous crimes, for horrendous crimes. And justice for the victim. So, and that's why you see crime the way it is in America, because they haven't put the fear of God into these people. If they actually knew, oh my God, I will be executed, I guarantee you they would think twice about what they do. So, okay. That is it. Oops. That is it, y'all. Okay. Y'all know I like to show beautiful women, inspirational women at the end of the video. We have Victoria Monet, one of the top R&B singers of our time. Absolutely stunning, an inspiration. We have Kristen Cavallari. Who didn't watch Laguna Beach in the Hills? Because I know I was. And I love that she has started her own business and that she's successful. And I love how all of these women maintain themselves. They're in shape, they're beautiful, and they have all been successful in business. We have Carolyn. I always sometimes get her mixed up with Carolyn Stanberry, but Caroline from the Real Housewives of Dubai. Oh, yes, completely changed her life. Okay. She wasn't afraid to marry outside of her race because we know that's still taboo to some people who have a problem with it. She did. He was an established man. She had her child. They had their issues. It didn't work out. She didn't give up. She moved to Dubai, was in real estate, completely got her life together, living the fabulous life. And now she has a beautiful spa that will also do your hair in Dubai. So I find her to be very inspirational. So that is it, everyone, for today's video, the second time I've gone live today. So I thank you all again for joining me, and you all take care. Bye, everybody. Bye.